How was the Canada style of play or Canadian style of play developed? Well, it started in the 2012 Olympics. After the 2012 Olympics were over, our national team coaches got together, our high performance manager, Mike McKay, got together with the coaches as well, and they looked at what did the best teams in the world do at the Olympics in 2012 in London? What did they do that we did not do? Like, what makes them the best teams in the world? And there was a few things that came out of that. One of the things was pace, playing the game with pace. All the best teams in the world play with speed. They're fast, they're quick, they make quick decisions, all right, and they call that pace. One way to get pace is what they call rebound and go. So whoever gets the defensive rebound, they go right away, all right, they start dribbling. One of the concepts we talked earlier was about B1. Canada basketball doesn't use that language, but B1 is to beat one defender. So you get a defensive rebound, go immediately. Try to beat one defender. If you have a teammate that's open up the floor, whether it's a long pass or even a little shorter pass, if there's someone open in front of you, make a pass. Traditionally, what we've done is we get a defensive rebound, make an outlet pass. We don't do that anymore. We get a defensive rebound and we go. If someone else is open, we'll headman the basketball. That was one of the priorities, was pace and speed. All the best teams in the world in 2012 shot in the neighborhood, give or take, 100 shots a game, all the best teams. A lot of the other teams who were not regarded as one of the better teams, and Canada was in this category as well, would shoot the basketball approximately 80 times a game. So the best teams were shooting more often. That makes a difference. So don't be afraid to shoot the basketball, especially early in the shot clock. Speaking of the shot clock, if we divide the shot clock up into 6 seconds, 12 seconds, and 6 seconds, it may or may not be that. You might want 888 for you. It just doesn't matter, but we'll use this as an example. The first 6 seconds belong to the athletes, which means when you get the basketball, go, explode, get down the floor, and try and get a good, early, quick shot in the first 6 seconds. If you can't get a good shot in the first 6 seconds, then we go to execution. So we're now going to execute. It could be a quick hit. It could be just our style of play, which is pass and cut. Might be a pass and pick, might be a pass and get, but we get into our execution mode. So within the first 18 to 20 seconds, and in this model 18 seconds, that's when we want to get a good shot. If it comes in the first 6 seconds, take it. At the London Olympics, we had no priority to take a shot early in those first few seconds. We were always trying to execute, all right? So the better teams, they would look for a good, early, quick shot. The last 6 seconds of the shot clock is referred to as the danger zone. That's a D. Referred to as the danger zone. You want to avoid shooting the basketball in the danger zone as much as possible. The best teams, because they took a lot of early shots, they had a lot less shots in the danger zone. And that helped their actually scoring percentage. Other teams who would try to execute for longer periods of time took more shots in the danger zone. When you shoot in the danger zone, your shot is rushed. And when it's a rush shot, your scoring percentage actually goes down. So you want to avoid the danger zone as much as possible. Canada basketball, and we did a video on this as well, they talk about explode, explore. Here's your explode, explore, explode, get down the court. What's there? Let's get a good shot. Let's get a quick shot. Let's explore. Oh, you know what? There's nothing there. Then we go into execution. And there's your execution phase in the shot clock. Another thing is we set more picks. All the best teams set more picks. So set more picks. Now what a lot of teams are doing are a lot of gets, all right? Do a lot of gets. One of the things that we didn't do a real good job of in London is what's now called double gaps. Double gaps. Creating space on the floor. We've addressed it earlier. If here's an offensive player, all right, and there's no winger, but there's an offensive player in the corner, that is a double gap. We have space. And far too often, a lot of the players who weren't the best players would have spacing that was single gaps. You want to have double gaps or create double gaps. Those things make a big difference. In the London Olympics, now I'm going all over the map here. In the London Olympics 4 out of 5 players on the floor could shoot the three. 4 out of 5 players on the floor could shoot the three with the good teams. In Rio, in 2016, 5 out of 5 players could shoot the three ball for the best players. And if you watch basketball on TV now, your good teams, everyone can shoot the basketball. All right, from the three-point line. The bigs shoot the three. And there was a time, it wasn't that long ago, where bigs were told, don't shoot the three. All right, you're a big player. You shoot close to the basket. You don't shoot threes. Now, all of a sudden, all these big players are shooting threes. It is changing the offense dramatically. When Canada basketball did their analytics on their top 4 shots, all right, and we've had a video on this as well, that come out of here. The number one thing is attack the rim. Get to the rim. That's your number one shot. Then shoot threes. Then get to the free throw line. And then you look at your mid-range shot. All of this became part of their analytics. All of this became part of the Canadian style of play. There's more to it than this, but this is actually the foundation of where it started was in 2012 at the London Olympics. And it's what are all the best teams in the world doing that we are not? And we started to change our style of play. We started to increase our pace. We started to shoot more often. We started to put decision-making in the hands of our kids, and it made a difference. We created double gaps on the floor, taught our kids what double gaps were, and expected them to create double gaps. We looked at the shot clock and said we need more early shots and less late shots. All of those things contributed to the Canadian style of play. Our women's senior national team currently are ranked number 4th in the world. They qualified for the 2020 Olympics in Japan, which now looks like 2021. And it's dramatically changed the way the game is played for our national team, and it's changing how the game is played in Canada. All right, use it. Great concepts.